But that's not all. Yeah, still a little bit more. For some reason, this is its own chapter, which is why the video cut here, and why the last one ended so abruptly. I'm not sure why, since it's kind of a short chapter, all things considered. It's literally just this one encounter and nothing else. But yeah, welcome back to Gravity Rush. This is post-commentary, if you haven't figured out by now. For a few reasons. One being, I kind of ran out of things to say during the live commentary for this one, and I'm just gonna say it right now, probably the rest of this Let's Play is gonna be in post-commentary. Just because, like, I've tried doing live commentary for this, it hasn't exactly worked out super well. Like, I've had to just go in and redub it in post several times, so I'm like, yeah, whatever, we might as well just make the whole thing post and save ourselves the hassle. And it's not like I'm really talking about the game all that much anyway, so... yeah. Hey, check it out, it's the military. Hi, Justin. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's what the trophy prompts and such on the PS5 look like, if you were wondering and didn't have one. Obviously that's not a trophy prompt, but you get what I mean. Oh yeah, I died on this. That's what that fade is about. Yeah, I was tempted to just like skip over this because it's not super interesting anyway, and I'm not entirely sure why that had such a delayed reaction. But honestly, everything is having weirdly delayed reactions here. Like, for some reason, the audio got desynced in this one specific part, not like the whole video, just this one specific part. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, how have things been recently? Because it's actually been a little while since I recorded the last one. That one was like mid-January, this one's mid-February. I'm good about keeping these on a schedule, I promise. And a few things have happened. I've gone back to work, but more importantly, Texas got snow. So there's been like I think it's been affecting like the entire like country more or less. There's been like a big snowstorm happening, at least in a good amount of the country. I know apparently it's stretched to like Louisiana and I think to like the more cold areas too, but it also is in Texas, which I probably shouldn't have to say is kind of unusual, because we don't get snow here. Like, at all. Like, it barely even gets cold. Cold for us is boiling for any other state. So, yeah, it started snowing recently, and soon after, I started getting power outages. Apparently, like, all across the state people have been getting them. Which is fun. But not only that, the phone lines also went down, so I couldn't, like, contact any friends. Like, even if I had any, like, local friends I could talk to, the roads are fucking hazardous at this point. Like, you have to drive really slowly to the point you might as well not even be driving. in order to drive on them. So I was basically left with nothing to do for the whole time. And yeah, this is me being careful because I did actually die because around this point in the game is when I like started realizing, oh, I should probably be watching my health a little more, and I think I start actually upgrading the health around this point too. But yeah. The big thing though, it is currently at like 17 degrees in Texas. We've had no power for like 32 hours straight. So I'm currently wearing a coat indoors. Not exactly something I'd prefer to be doing, especially since I live in fucking Texas and this is unusual. I don't know. It's weird. Alright, so that's more or less all the missions in Industria done. However, we still have the, some of the other stuff to look at. Such as... Well, actually we got all the people last video, so... Or not last video, but the video before that. So all we really have to do right now is... What am I even doing here? Oh, okay. Forgot I had a manhole left to find. So yeah, all we really have to do now is just do the side content. All these extra missions where we kind of just do a thing over and over again. Now, spoilers, by the way, next video is going to be another one of these. But I kind of just figured I'd combine these two into one video, just because, you know, otherwise we'd be ending up with a 6-minute video, and I don't really want that. So yeah, free race. I think around here is when the challenges start to be a little more tricky. Not like super tricky, but... you know, a little bit tricky. Well, they don't ever really get, like, hard is the big thing. Mainly because, like, you can just kind of make them a lot more trivialized very, very easily just by, like, upgrading your shit. And... like, yeah, this is the successful take, and I'm still doing fucking terrible. It's not hard at all to get gold. I'm not even sure why I didn't commit to just getting gold and everything. Because, like, I don't see myself missing gold beyond, like... maybe once or twice before I go back and get gold again. Yeah, there are a few other things I wanted to talk about, like, not relating to the game per se. Mainly to do with how I'm going to be doing Let's Play stuff in the future, because I kind of feel like... Okay, so the big thing is, like, I kind of feel like I made a mistake starting 2 projects, like, right next to each other. It's like, midway through one Let's Play, I always want to, like, try another one. But the problem is, like, after I do that, like, or before I do that, I have to, like, make sure I don't have too many going on at the present moment. Because if I start too many, then it becomes harder to juggle them, and honestly, even 2 is probably too much. Which, yeah, I don't know. But also, a bit more importantly, like I am probably going to try to stop, like, having projects go on alongside other projects in the future, but that was initially the plan anyway. Yeah, check out me completely missing this target. So got way under gold. But yeah, more importantly though, is I kind of feel like starting in whatever I do after this and Sonic, I kind of want to go back to, like, basically pretending there's a 15-minute time limit. Like, not absolutely rigidly adhering to it. Like, if I go a little bit over, whatever, but... Like, I kind of feel like not having a limit makes it really easy to just waste time. And when you have that crutch available, I guess, it's... I don't know, it just ends up becoming really easy to make very, very uninteresting content. It's like back when you had the, like, 11-minute and then later the 15.5-minute time limit. You know, back then, yeah, nobody really liked the limit, but it kind of forced you to be punctual, because you didn't want to, like, split up a big video into multiple parts. You wanted to, like, have it all be one video, because then it's less awkward. And you see this a lot with, like, video essays, too, not just with Let's Plays. I mean, obviously you'd see it more with video essays, since people actually make those these days. But, by the way, I did a stupid here. I should have just, like, shifted up here instead of taking the stairs. But I still made it. Whatever. But yeah, just you see it a lot in, like, video essays too, mainly because, have you ever, like, watched one of those, like, multiple hour-long videos of, like, some game that the person very clearly doesn't have that much to say about it? Like, that's kind of what I mean. Like, they tend to just, like, repeat themselves over and over again. Like, one of the biggest examples I can think about is, like, that fucking Joseph Anderson video about Mario Odyssey, where he, like, just kind of tediously described, like, every single fucking moon in the game. And then, like, near the end was like, sorry if this is getting repetitive, but now you know how I feel, or some shit like that. And, like, dude, fuck off. Just because you felt the game did that doesn't mean that it's appropriate to do that in your video, especially since, like, you're complaining about the game doing that. You can very easily communicate that by just saying that a lot of the stars, or a lot of the moons, feel the same. Like, I don't know. Just in general, I feel like having to cope with a time limit kind of forces you to not waste the viewer's time. And, like, Honestly, with the amount of times I've attempted to do a Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play over the years, I feel like I see this in action a lot more easily, because usually back in the day when you had, like, let's say you had an 11-minute limit back in the day, Mumbo's Mountain would, like, usually that would only take, like, 2 videos, and they wouldn't even be, like, stretching the time limit that much. Meanwhile, when you got the 15-minute limit, it would take 1 video. Nowadays, like, more recent times I've attempted it, I have noticed, like, it would still take the 1 video, obviously, but it would take me longer to get through than it perhaps should. And not for any real reason, just because I was, like, dawdling around more. So I'm just, like, considering going back to, like, limiting myself to 15 minutes and seeing what that does. Obviously, this won't be for, like, every Let's Play. Like, if I do a longer game or, like, a more slow-paced game where it wouldn't make sense to do that, then obviously I'd not. But for, like, shorter games, yeah, it makes more sense to do that for me, I feel like. Also, I remember feeling like this mission was really annoying when I was playing it. Mainly because of those fucking swordfish that are, like, really annoying to hit. Probably should have put a seizure warning on here. Because, wow, this is actually moving really fast. Yeah, I kind of came to the conclusion I don't really like this kind of mission, just because it goes on for way too goddamn long. Like, I can never remember how much score I need to get gold, so I'm like, okay, I'll just do this until I run out of time, I guess. And then I do. Takes forever. Yeah, these are really soul-crushing to lose all your health on, because then you have to restart the whole damn thing, and it's like, Like, you're not really at too much of a risk of not getting the gold on these, honestly. Like, you see right here, I'm at, like, 11,000 points. I really have no need to do any more stuff. I'm way over the limit, I believe. Yeah, I only needed, like, 6,000. But, yeah, I guess that'll wrap things up for now. Join us next time as we take on Vendicenter and see what that's all about. Later.